So we have 2 different history books, 3 different geography keywords different, and then we have 2 different science books are placed on a bookshelf. How many different ways can they be arranged? All in all, we should count. How many books do we have all in all, if you check? How many books does this learner have? The learner has 7 books. Are you sure? Okay, so we're going to have 7 spaces for these 7 books. So because we have 7, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the 7 books that we have. Now, if we were to arrange these books, we can have a history book and a history book, or we can have a history book and a science book. So how many different ways can we arrange them? We can say when we start to place them on the shelf, all 7 of them, they can occupy this position. All of them. They have an equal chance of occupying that position. Now, when we go to the second one, we are going to have what? 6. When we go to the that one, we're going to have what? 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah? So how many ways can they be arranged? It's going to be 7 factorial, which is going to be
5040.
4
5040.
5040. Those is the way that we arrange them. But let's go to number 2. How many different ways can they be arranged? Now, this one is something called grouping. We have something called fixing, and then we have something grouping. Here we are grouping the books. You will see it also when we're arranging people, which we can say, let's say, how many different ways can the learners in this class be seated if Muhau and Amu want to sit together? Now, all of those people who say, Tina, we can't be separated, we want to be together. Yes. Now, the same story here. As a learner, when you're arranging this book, you might be interested in saying, I don't want to just arrange them at random. I want to make sure which, if I want a history book, they must be together. I want the geography books to be together. I want the science books to be together. Because they're saying, in how many different ways can they be arranged if the books of the same subject must be placed together? They are coming together. Now let's check. How many history books do you have? 2. You have 2. Here's what we're going to do, Hot. We're going to say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We take the history books, we make them to be 1. We treat them as one thing because when they are moving, it's like if I say Muhau and Amu must be together. Amu and Muhau, I'm going to treat them as if they are one thing because every time when they move, they can move anywhere in the stars. But when they move, whenever they are moving, what? Together. So they can sit anywhere, but the condition is that whenever they must be one together. But here's the other thing when I go inside. I'm going to go inside Muhau and Muhau can sit this side, Amu can also sit this side. You see that one? So it means even with them, I can still arrange these 2. I'm putting them together. So here's what I'm going to take. I'm going to take the 2 blocks. This one represents Amu and Muhau, these 2. Now, if it represents these 2, it represents Amu and Muhau. I'm going to put 2 factorial for Amu and Muhau. What does the 2 factorial mean? It means which I can arrange them. Yes. It can be Amu, Muhau, it can be Muhau. Does that make sense? Yes. Now, how many geography books do you have?
3.
The 3 shall become 1. 1, 2, 3, we make them to be what? To be 1. And then I go inside the geography books and say, inside the geography books, I can arrange them 3 factorial. What is the 3 factorial way? It means which the geography books, because they're different, I can start with the one which I was at the first, and then vice versa. Yeah. How many science books do I still have? I have 2 science books. Then I'm going to say this one here, it's what? It's 2 factorial. Now I'm done putting them together. Everyone is saying, now, just because I put them together, I'm not fixing them. I'm not saying which Amu and Muhau must sit here. But I'm saying what they must be together. That's my condition. Amu and Muhau must be what? Together. But where are they together? It doesn't matter. Now, how many things do I still have to move? I still have to move this thing because I could have started with this one. I agree this one is the history books. This one is the geography books. This one is the what is the science books. It could have been like this. It could have been science, English, that together. And then after that, I go to history,
History.
and then I go to what to geography.
Geography.
How do I take care of these then? I make sure which I say I can still arrange 1, 2, 3 things which are together, 3 factorial way.
Oh, these three things.
Yeah, these 3 things. I put them together. Ne? After I put them together, I can still arrange these 3 things, but they are moving as a package, as one thing. So how many different things do I still have to arrange which are together? It's 3
Three.
things, but there are 3 spaces for them. It's fine. Let's try this. So let's try this and then let's get the answer first. It's 2 factorial. Oh, it's 2 factorial multiplied by 3 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial, which is going to be multiplied. There are 3. It's 1, 2, 3 multiplied by 3. You get what?
144.
144. Sharp. You try this then.